Yo, what's up guys? Back again with another video. So I'm gonna put a couple maps down and we will get to what's on for today. Alright, so we have two things. Yeah, I've been collecting magic since I was a kid, and here it is. Another set has come out. Thanks, Wizards. And yeah, I got a bundle and a collector booster box. So yeah, let's get to opening. Alright, so we'll open this box so we have something to put the cards in. Besides, this is what you should start with anyways. Whenever they started doing these bundles, I made sure to get one with, whenever they put out like a core set or they started a new block, I would get one. And I have most of them. Are these stickers? Oh, cool. Stickers. That's kind of different. Checkered flag. Cool. It's white. We got some counters and dividers as usual, and our packs. Oh yeah, there's a box topper in this one. So I only take the dividers, and that's it. All the rest of this goes to the wayside. It's just recycled material. I have no use for it. So, pretty nice. Got a little bit of foil action kind of going on with the box. I mean, it's kind of subtle, kind of not. I mean, like, you kind of see it. Kind of coppery, which makes it look like it's brown, actually. Yeah, standard equipment for a... Well, this isn't. But for a... Oh, 2 collector booster packs, so that's actually better. So you got 6 play boosters and 2 collectors, which is usually 9 play boosters. And, or, yeah, it's usually like, it might be like 8 play boosters and then you'll get like 1 collector. They've changed the bundle so many different times, but yeah, this is definitely better to get 2 collector boosters. They've obviously made some sort of shift between the ones for play versus the ones that are for collecting. You know, there's a bigger difference here. So you got 14 in play boosters and you got 15 in collector. Which, that's kind of funny. That's a 1 card difference for the pack. Yeah. You guys want me to open the box topper? Sure, I'll do that. That's a good way to start. There's only 1 card in here too, so I don't know. Eek. Oh, there's 2 cards in here. There. So we got a swamp. That's pretty nice. And a wet. Right? Wet. Verbose host. It's a homunculus. Yeah, start your engines. You have no maximum hand size, max speed. If you would draw a card, draw 2 cards instead. And it's a rare for 1 and a blue. Okay, kind of interesting. This is the land pack. And it's got Amonkhet Raceway, start your engines at colorless. Max speed, target creature gains haste until end of turn. Yeah, I'm gonna have to read up on the rules because I have no idea how Start Your Engines works. Well, I have some idea. I've watched enough videos from the guys that have already opened this stuff. You know, I had to wait until it came out this Friday. So, yeah. Alright, so there was 2 of them. Another Raceway. So, but it does... Oh, it adds 2 colorless. That's a rare. And then foil lands. More of this kind of flashy foil coat on the lands, which they're kind of interesting. They're almost too bright, you know? It's not bad. Alright, let's get on to some play boosters, and then we'll just cruise on into the rest of the collector boosters and that collector booster box. We'll just make a pack or a pile of that stuff over there. Alright, so we got for the foil, plow through, Ketramos, the New Dawn. It's a god, is mythic. Pretty interesting. Then you got 4 uncommons, and then the commons. You know, nothing that's really jumping out at me so far. Yeah, there's a lot of hype about this set, and I was like, okay, I'll get some, and I haven't bought a collector booster in a while, so I thought, okay, we'll do that too. And oh, cool, we got one of the a dual lands. You can only activate if you control a forest or an island, so that's cool. It's kind of a different way of having your land. Another Raceway. I'm going to have plenty of those. Oh, another Raceway. You know, nothing pedal to the metal. That one's just kind of irritating. Yeah, I'm not really keen on the plastic. I probably should have looked at the box and see where it was made. I don't know if y'all caught my other... that's different. Everything's backwards. Oh, this has an art card in it. That's weird. Not weird. Different. Okay, so another one of the... oh, it's different. This is it enters tapped, but it's a dual land, and you gain a life, so that's not bad. You gain a life for it coming into play, and yeah, foil. Yeah, it's just a common. Regal Impostor. No, excuse me, Regal Imperiosar. That's kind of cool. Dinosaurs you control get +1/+1. Pretty cheap too. And it's a 5/4. Yeah, no doubt that's rare card. That's really good for a dinosaurs deck. Hole Drifter. Crew 3. Rocky Roads. Makes me think of ice cream. Yeah, so far so good. This is the art card. Pretty good. Zahur, Glory's Past. Nope, not that one yet. I'm itching. I think I'm already bored of the regular ones. I want to see the shiny ones. Lightning Strike. That's not bad. That's kind of like this one's oh, the Aether Spark. Oh, it's -10. It's kind of interesting. Add 10 mana of any one color. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, Legendary Artifact Planeswalker. I don't know what kind of use I would get out of that. I mean, like, it's serious, but yeah, like, I just don't even know. Summit, the Driving Force. I could see this one seeing some play, but it's still a lot. Like, this is, yeah, it just depends on what kind of format you're playing. Goblin Pilot, sure. Yeah. Oh, Grim Bobble. I saw this on one of the videos, and it was used quite effectively. So don't count out your common cards. A lot of them have a lot of strength. You just need to read your cards, and yeah, read them. Don't be afraid to use them either. A lot of good budget decks out there that will mop the floor with other decks. You know, so, you know, what is it? Card Kingdom? I don't know. There's these guys online on YouTube that have been testing different decks and they've been playing them, and yeah, they did one on common, uncommon, rare, and mythic decks of only those different card types as a lister or rarity types, and they played, and yeah, it seemed to be that I think the rare cards is what won. So it's one of those things. Use a combination. That's what I'd say. That's a different type of art. That's the full art, and it is a Gas Guzzler Vampire Rogue. Start your engines. This creature enters tap. Max speed. 1 black. Sacrifice another creature or vehicle. Draw a card. License plate. Gas breath. And it's spelled out like, you know, a personalized plate with numbers and whatnot. That's funny. Spire Mech Cycle. Walking Sarcophagus. Zombie Cat. Interesting. Oh, okay. So, Start Your Engines is listed on Walking Sarcophagus. So I read it, and like it's kind of like a built-in thing, but it only happens, or rather, you only gain speed when your opponent loses life that turn. So, like, if you deal 1 damage to your opponent over the period of 4 turns, Walking Sarcophagus reaches max speed of 4, and then it gets its bonus, which is a +1/+2, making it a 3/3 creature. So, yeah, if you're persistent with your attacking, this thing will, you know, ramp up a little bit along with it. So that's kind of cool. But it's another thing that you have to keep track of, though. That's like the only thing that I'm not real big on. It's like it's one more thing that you have to keep track of. I suppose it's not that big of a deal. It's just another card mechanic that they have introduced into the game. So it's not a bad thing. It's just another thing to learn. So yeah, it's kind of cool. I don't think that they'll probably have it go outside of this set. Yeah, it all depends on how well people like it. The vehicles are kind of cool. It's kind of like a spin on artifacts in a way. And yeah, not a bad thing. There's some really cool ones out there. I got two foils that are common. Debris beetle. You know what? That ain't no debris beetle. That's a dung beetle. Trample. When this vehicle enters, each opponent loses 3 life and you gain 3 life. Crew 2. Yeah, this is the poop beetle. But it's the vehicle. That's kind of funny. What else we got here? Plow through. We've seen that one. Road rage. Oh, okay. It's got good speed to it. It's a fast spell. Dynamite diver. Guys, oh, I already saw this. I just read Goblin Pilot instead. Yep. So far, so good. Let's get on to the collector boosters and see some really good stuff, hopefully. I'm not playing around no more. I'm using my knife and help myself out. Okay, we got Kolodin, River Churn, Monument, Voyager, Glide Car. So we get a foil token. Oh, Chandra's on that side. And then you get 1, 2, 3 of the 3 rares. One of which is foil. And the others are full art. Yeah, full art. Actually, they're all full art. And then it goes to a commander one. Then we get another foil rare. Foil uncommon. Common? But it's full art. Full art. Foil forest. Foil uncommon. Foil uncommon. Uncommon. Foil commons. Yep. So this is kind of shaped more like kind of a regular pack in a way. You know, there's something there with what's in the pack. And we got another token. It's got treasure on one side and dragon on the other side. So that might be valuable to somebody because it's got the treasure on the other side, i.e. the dinosaur sitting on its hoard for the nerds out there. What do we got here? Dranotic Engineer, or Yeah, Draconautics Engineer and Goblin Artificer. Exhaust. That's another mechanic with this set. And max speed. Is the deal with that, and then you get to add 2, but 1 initially. Oh, another one of the crazy art, full art, Bulwark Ox. And the Commander one is full art. And first mythic out of the collector boosters. Mu Gangling Wind Rider. Human Wizard Pilot. Yeah, I'm really glad that they chose Pilot. That's probably the best thing. It would be either that or Operator, and that's not that good either. Pilot's better. Earth Rumbler, another vehicle. Yeah, heavy on the vehicles, heavy on the pilots. There's an enchantment. Yeah, so far pretty cool. Let's get into the big bucks. Alright, so we get another box topper, which I have yet to be thrilled by opening a box topper. What is it? Neon Dynasty. I opened up a Boju Who Walks or something like that as one of my box toppers, and I was like, okay, big deal. Another Swamp and Demonic Junker. Yeah. Yeah, so far I'm not really thrilled with this set. I haven't seen anything I can really use in any of my decks yet, but I haven't gone through a whole lot of this. Yeah, another one of them dinosaur treasure tokens. Now this one is not bad. This is a goblin, and that I can use in my goblin deck. Howl Squad Heavy. 2 in a red, start your engines. Other goblins you control have haste. At the beginning of combat on your turn, create a 1/1 red goblin creature token. That token attacks this combat if able. Max speed. Tap, add 1 red for each goblin you control. So, yeah, that's insane. Like, that's got some ramp built into it for red, which makes quite a lot of sense. And for a goblin deck, you know, you'd be able to, like, just start throwing everything at him. Accursed Dunyard. Add colorless and 2 tap, and you can regenerate target shade, skeleton, specter, spirit, vampire, wraith, or zombie. That's awesome. I can put that in my zombie deck or any of those other. I think I've got like a skeleton and or a vampire deck kicking around too. Yeah. Oh, another good one. Curse Cloth Wrappings. Now I'm getting happy. Zombies you control get +1/+1. So this is an artifact for 2 and 2 black. And what else it got? Tap. Target creature card in your graveyard gains Embalm until end of turn. The Embalm cost is equal to its mana cost. So you exile the thing, it turns into a zombie on top of it coming back. That's cool. I will use that. Yeah, that's like having a free make your zombies come back another way card. Yeah, that was probably my best hit so far. That actually made me happy. And yeah, that's a rare card. That's powerful. Alright. Let's go. Yeah, that bundle, I got like no wow out of that bundle. But I don't know, it took 2 packs too to get in the collector booster to get a wow out of me. Oh, that's kind of cool. Loot the Pathfinder. Oh, legendary creature. This thing's a mythic. That's why this thing's so good. Okay, so it has double strike, vigilance, and haste. So that's awesome. And then it's got 3 different exhausts for, you got a green exhaust, a blue, and a red exhaust. And then the 3 different ones for green, it's add 3 of one, or of any one color. Blue, draw 3 cards. And red, loot deals damage to any target. Which, okay, that's cool. It has 3 cool abilities. You know, not to mention it's, you know, double strike, vigilance, and haste. I mean, like, if you throw a lifelink on there, that's just about perfect. This one's got cycling. That's kind of convenient. It's expensive, though, but if you needed something else, and instead of this, that's really quite good. Kind of reminds me of like Savannah Lions in a way, but it's got a lot more involved. Yeah. I do have a white weenie deck that I can throw that in. That'll be fun. Nissa World Soul Speaker. Landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, you get 2 energy. You may pay 8 energy rather than paying the cost for permanent spells you cast. That's kind of interesting. Chandra Spark Hunter. Yeah, Foil Planeswalker. Mythic. Yeah, kind of cool. Makes vehicles. Stuff's moving behind me. Must be telling me that I need to get on with this video and get to another one involving some of the RC stuff. But as you can see, we're not even close to doing anything like that. Got more packs to go. Well, that's kind of interesting. So this is the Salvation Engine. It's a vehicle and costs 4 and a white. That's kind of spendy, but it's 6/10, and its deal, or rather its ability, is other artifact creatures you control get +2/+2. So that's pretty big. Whenever this vehicle attacks, return up to 1 target artifact card from your graveyard to the battlefield. but it's crew 6. Yeah, even so, it's pretty serious. And I like the flavor text at the bottom. I'm gonna have to like figure out what it is in binary, because I think that's what it is. I'd read it off, but I'm not real big on reading zeros and ones. Oh, now that's interesting. So this is a really good card for a blue-black deck. So it is a zombie bird wizard, right? Ret 2 Mystic, 1 in a blue. It's flying, so that's helpful right off the top. Each creature card in your hand has cycling for 1 and a blue. So yeah, talk about giving your deck a lot of flexibility. Here, I'm gonna get what I need because I can, and that's cheap too. 2-drop. Monument to Endurance. That's kind of interesting. So if you have a little bit of discard that goes on with your deck, this will probably help out quite a bit, because it gives you some flexibility, but it only so much. So you discard 3 cards, you get all 3 effects this turn. That's kind of cool. Carrion Cruiser. So when you bring it in, you mill a couple of cards, but you also return a creature or vehicle card from your graveyard to your hand. So that can cause an endless loop, depending on how you go about it. Another Hull Drifter. Just nothing that making me scream. Like I've had two or three different cards now, I think, that I will actually use, and that's kind of what I base on when I open stuff like that. It's like, can I use this in my deck? Well, that's cool. The Speed Demon. 3, 2 black, flying trample, start your engines. At the beginning of your end step, you draw X cards and lose X life, where X is your speed, and it's 5/5. Thopter Goblin token, it was what was covering it. Summon the driving force, fearless swashbuckler, fish pirates. Wizened Mentor, Zombie Cleric. Me, like, it basically gives you a zombie if your opponent does something. You know, just, yeah, nothing grabbing me, you know? That zombie, that I, or that, was it an artifact? Yeah, it's just only 2 cards so far. I'm kind of like, oh, maybe I'm speaking too early. We've seen that one. Set of Arma Master Racer. That's interesting. Boom Mobile. Dog District Mascot. That's cool. So, Velo Heart Bike is a vehicle, costs 2 and 1 green. It's 4/2, has crew 2. When it enters, you gain 2 life, and you can tap it for 1 mana of any color. So, that's kind of cool. Boy, look at that. That's back to back, right? I got full art foil and then just full art right behind it. Yeah, just not seeing anything that like makes me go goo goo gaga or whatever, you know. That's kind of cool. Thopter Servo token. Spectacular Pileup. Yeah, that's great. You couldn't ask for a better Wrath of God right there. So, Spectacular Pileup reads, all creatures and vehicles lose indestructible until end of turn, then destroy all creatures and vehicles. Cycling 2. So, worst case, you cycle this for later. Oh, that's interesting. This goblin's like one of them ones that can kind of trade out things and make its power stronger. Glide car. More zeros and ones at the bottom of that card. Aetherflux Conduit. Boy, that's kind of insane. Okay, so Aetherflux Conduit costs 6. Whenever you cast a spell, you get an amount of energy equal to the amount of mana spent to cast that spell. Okay, so that's reasonable. And then you tap, pay 50 energy. Well, that's insane, but I suppose 50 mana over time in a game wouldn't be that big of a deal. Draw 7 cards. You may cast any number of spells from your hand without paying their mana cost. Wow. So, yeah, I guess that makes a lot of sense. That would be kind of godly. Here, let's play an entire 7-card hand. Yeah, I could see why it costs 50. Oh, it's a frog. Frog lady. Sabsunin. Yeah, legendary creature god. This might be a good hit here. Reach, trample, indestructible. Okay, that's a good start. Can't attack or block unless it has an even number of counters on it. Okay. At the beginning of your first main phase, put a +1/+1 counter on Sabsunin. Then, if it has an odd number of counters on it, draw 2 cards. Okay, so odd, you draw cards. If it's even, you can attack. So, if you have some sort of control over your counter count on it, then yeah, this is going to be absolutely devastating. So yeah, that's a good hit. That would be an awesome card to be able to have draw ability. You know, not to mention it's a 6/6. Yeah, frog lady god. Yeah, just that's kind of interesting art. That's a demon. Uncommon. It's got cycling 2 on it though. Pothole mole. That's cool. Now this is a good zombie, and it's common too. It is so good, in some ways. So Deathless Pilot, which kind of makes sense. This is exactly what you want for somebody that's just gonna go crash and burn. It's a zombie, right? Either that or a skeleton, I guess. Yeah, this creature settle mounts and cruise vehicles as though its power were 2 greater. So that means it can crew 4 then. For 4, return this card from your graveyard to your hand. So yeah, that for 6, like, you can play it, it can die, and you can bring it back into your hand. Or rather, it can be in play, you can have it die, bring it back and play it again for 6. So yeah, that's pretty awesome for it being a common. It's expensive to make that come back, but if that's all you had, that's all you had, you know. Yeah, I have a zombie deck that I like too, so I like seeing zombies that have good effects. I don't know that I'll use that, but it's rather intriguing. What else we got here? This is probably a long ass video. Yeah, here we go. We got Bleach Bone Verge. This is another one of the good dual lands for this set. It's the white-black one. Activate only if you control the plains or swamp. But that's for the white. So this is the black one that has the white pinch, or rather the pinch on the white side of it. Oh, that's kind of cool. This vehicle's power is equal to the number of lands you control. So that could be pretty insane if... this is a good one for a Thopter deck. Stride, Hanger, Automaton, Artifact, Creature, Construct, Thopters you control gain, or rather get, +1/+1. And then it goes on about tokens plus an additional 1 colorless Thopter artifact creature token with flying are created instead. Yeah. Awesome. All right, another one of the lands. This one's foils, so now that should be a good hit too. But the pinch is on the green, and that's really what it is. It's like you have to control one of these things. It's not that big of a deal. I wonder what it counts as. It just counts as a land. Doesn't say what it is other than that. So yeah, this is a special land in some sense. Yep. Yeah, nothing like jumping out at me. Still, a couple of cool things. Still haven't seen one of those like super fancy coding cards yet, but that's all right. Ooh, Japanese. I guess that's a hit. I have no idea what it is. Okay, that's a hit. It's mythic for sure, and foil, full art, and in Japanese. So not a special coating, but definitely a different card. I'll have to put my phone on it or Google it. Use Google Lens something or later to figure out what it says and what it is. Oh, Light Shield Perry looks really good in foil. I don't know if you guys are catching that, but yeah, if you guys get to see this one, that's a good looking foil common. And it's cycling too. Target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn for 1 white. Yeah. That's a good card. I mean, like that's a common card, but that's a good card. Not good value other than with play. I see that would be a card I would play. As far as monetary value, probably not the most valuable card in the set, that's for sure. Alright, Salvation Engine, foil mythic. Gas Kessler, Adaptive Omni Tool. Oh, that's kind of cool. I'm not an artifact guy, but this would be awesome to throw in an artifact deck. So, equipped creature gets +1/+1 for each artifact you control. Okay, if you have an artifact deck, this is huge. So it's got an equip cost of 3, but that's no big deal. And its other ability is when you attack with the said creature, you look at the top 6 cards of your library, and then you reveal an artifact, and then you can put that into your hand, and put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. So the most simple way to look at this is you can cycle 6 cards from the top of your deck to the bottom of your deck each turn, right? And it gives you a little bit of draw ability, but it says you may. So you could just ditch 6 cards if you didn't like anything that was in there, you know, and just cycle through your deck and get to what you want pretty quickly, you know. But yeah, that's some serious card advantage. Redshift Rocketeer Chief, legendary creature, Goblin Pilot, Vigilance. Add X mana of any one color where X is Redshift's power. Spend this mana only to activate abilities. Exhaust. 10 colorless and then a red and a green. Put any number of permanent cards from your hand onto the battlefield. Whoa, that's pretty serious. But that's 12 mana. If you can put 12 mana, or if you pay 12 and then you should be winning the game anyways. That's a win condition card. Yeah, this might be a really good commander. Yeah, might be a really good commander, and he's cheap. So I think that's a hit. Yeah, rare card. So yeah, that was a hit. No, nothing else to really speak of. Spectacular Pileup again. That's a nice Wrath of God type of card, so that's definitely a good play hit. Bulwark Ox. Rampaging Aetherhood. Snake Hydra. Mindspring Merfolk. So that's a rare card for 1 blue. Merfolk Wizard. 1/1. Exhaust. X. And 2 blue. Tap. Draw X cards. Put a 1/1 counter on each Merfolk. Each Merfolk creature you control. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Yeah, Merfolk decks, that's some good draw ability for them. Yeah, I don't quite know what to think, but I think a Merfolk deck might like some of that action there. Yeah, I'm glad they have a lot of cards that have cycling in this set. Like, that's some good stuff there. That allows you to get to things in your deck a lot easier. Yeah, there's one or two decks that I have a card in there that has cycling 2 on it, and it's helpful. It's actually an older card, so it's a zombie. Wastewood Birds, another one of them fancy lands that's not an island or a forest, it's just a land. And yeah, it's not a basic land, it's a land. Count on Luck, 3 red. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card this turn. That's kind of cool. That's cool. So it's too bad this isn't cheaper, but in a black and blue zombie deck, this would be mean. So other than its expensive casting cost of 4 colorless and 1 blue, this zombie wizard, it comes with vigilance, and it also reads, when this creature enters, draw cards equal to the number of zombies you control, or the number of zombie cards in your graveyard, whichever is greater. Okay. Wow. So that's some draw ability for sure. Yeah, I don't have a black and blue zombie deck, but I might want to make one after reading that. Ooh, this is kind of cool. So this is I think I might have read this one off, but Possession Engine. So it's basically like a control magic. Yeah, when it enters, you gain control of target creature an opponent controls, and for as long as you control this vehicle, that creature can't attack or block as long as you control this vehicle. But when you do that and you pick a creature that's 3, it crews this, and then you can attack with this. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. I might have to use that. And yep, it's an artifact and a vehicle. Gadget Doll. Artifact creature toy. For 1 and a black. 1 black, survey 1. And it's a 3/1. Yeah. That's kind of a weird card, but I think I would use that. It's too bad it's like not like a zombie too. Yeah. So far, this is like a mediocre set. There's some cool stuff in it, but that's kind of goes without saying with any Magic set. You're going to get cool stuff in it. Pathbreaker Ebix. Creature Goat 3/3. Mythic. Oh, that's interesting. So, whenever this creature attacks, creatures you control gain trample and get +X/+X until end of turn, where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. So, yeah, that's kind of devastating, but it costs 6. But that don't matter. That's like having a built-in overrun, but on steroids. Yeah, we've seen this guy before. Spectacular pileup. I've seen that 3 times now, so I'm not complaining, but it makes me think I need to revisit my white deck. Yeah, that's a pretty cool vehicle. Looks like a shark with all sorts of extras. Well, that about rounds it up for that. Yeah, not bad, but not that exciting. You know, I think I got more excitement maybe finding out that I have Magic stickers that I can put on things now. Maybe not. So, hope you enjoyed. I thought it was not bad. Time to do another video for you guys. We'll see you on the next one.